open. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. I turned the air conditioner on at noon, and I think it's going to be on for a while.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I'll need to. It's windy and warm, and it's going to get hotter from here.
Absolutely. We'll get to the weather in just a minute, but first, topping the news, it is Vaccine Day. Here in the News 3 Now parking lot, we're open until 7 o'clock. You can still get a shot.
A community is taking up arms against a company. We'll tell you what has so many residents in Janesville aggravated.
And First Lady Jill Biden turned 70 today. For her, it's a day at the beach. This is Live at 4. Let's take a look outside. As we mentioned, windy, warm wind, a hot wind.
It's summertime.
And no rain in sight. Weekend heat on top of all that. Austin's in the backyard. How hot's it going to get?
That's the question right there on everyone's minds. And I think this weekend we are going to see those 90s returning for a lot of communities. Right now, it's already up to around 86 degrees in Madison right now. Probably not going to hit the 90s today, but we won't have to wait very long before we actually do see the 90s returning into the forecast. We're starting to see some cloud cover building in, but still an overall pretty nice afternoon, I would say. Doppler track showing some showers up in the northern part of Wisconsin, but here locally, we aren't seeing any of that. And as those showers try to make their way down south, a lot of them, if not all of them, are going to lose steam. So we are not expecting those rain showers here for tonight. You take a peek at those dew points, still in the 30s and 40s for a lot of communities. It is just not muggy outside at all. The mugginess will return here for this weekend, so the temperatures, what we're looking at right now, a very dry heat, but it still feels very warm to actually be outside. Relative humidity is very low as of right now. You can even see just about 26% in the Madison area. So whenever we have dew points as low as they are and relative humidity as low as it is, it makes it a big struggle to see rain showers actually reaching the ground. Temperatures now, they will fall overnight, but not too much. The overnight forecast tonight brings it to a low of 65 degrees. Partly cloudy skies this evening. Mostly cloudy skies will return overnight.
All right, Austin, check back with you in a few minutes. Thank you. It is the second vaccine day here at News 3 Now. We gave out first doses 3 weeks ago, and we are back at it in our parking lot.
It may not be doses and mimosas, but it's almost as good. We'll do that next time. Eric Franke is live in the parking lot with more. Hi, Eric. How are things out there?
You know, and it's going to be hot this weekend, but we're not quite to that hot weather yet, which makes it a perfect day to come out and get your second or your first dose of your COVID-19 vaccine. You know, 300 plus people we had here back on May 13th. Many of them, those youngsters between the ages of 12 and 17 that were first eligible the day before that last vaccine clinic is when the FDA declared they were able to come out and get that. So we're giving out the first or second Pfizer vaccines today, or if you'd like to just get a one and done, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is also available here today. The vaccines are free. There is no appointment needed. You can just show up here at our News 3 Now studios at 7025 Raymond Road on the west side or at Lunny Lake Farm County Park, south of the Beltline, a little to the east of us, both until 7 o'clock this evening. Now, when you arrive, just follow the signs. There's plenty of parking here. Check in at the registration tent. All you need is your driver's license or some form of ID, and then you'll go to the vaccination tent. If you have a minor, of course, they got to have a guardian with them. None of this would be possible without our partners at SSM Health. We want to bring in the VP of Pharmacy Services for SSM Health, Mo Carbot, a guy we've gotten to know quite well during the last 14 months. We hope you get a little relief from all these interviews during the summer, Mo. But what a big event this is. We got to get those kids back here and finish up their vaccines.
Yeah, definitely. We're happy to be here and to vaccinate individuals 12 and up and everyone else who are looking for the COVID vaccine. So far, we gave just about 160 doses so far here. That's great. 160 people protected against COVID. With 20% of the individuals vaccinated today, actually, they are here not for their second dose, but for their first dose, which is amazing. And we vaccinated just as many individuals over at the Dane County Park.
That's really cool. And a lot of those kids are going to be getting out of school here. Really important to get that second shot, right?
Oh, definitely. It takes 2 shots of the Pfizer vaccine to get to the full protection that we need against COVID.
So we're going to be out here until 7 o'clock tonight. And of course, if you can't make it here, go to Lake Farm County Park, take Moreland Road off the Beltline south of the Southtown Road exit. We're going to be here until 7 o'clock tonight. We want to finish those up and get summer off to a great start for all those folks with those COVID-19 vaccines. Mark and Susan?
Absolutely, Eric. Thank you. And if you're getting the first dose here, Susan, they're going to set up an appointment. And we're not going to do this again in 3 weeks.
No, that's right. They'll get you all taken care of. They have a lot of different options where you can get your second dose, and they'll schedule it for you here.
So if you haven't started yet, you still can come out, and then you'll get your second dose dose in 3 weeks.
Get the summer off to a good start.
Absolutely. We had even larger turnout at our second vaccine clinic location than last time.
Our Jamie Perez joins us live from Lunny Lake Farm Park. Great day to be there, and she has the latest. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, you guys. Yeah, there was a really good turnout today. I think they've just vaccinated over 140 people here today. So right now we're actually going to talk with Jenny Bothan from SSM Health, who has been helping give out vaccines today. So tell us what vaccines you're giving out and how that has contributed to the amount of people that have turned out today.
Sure. We're giving first dose Pfizer's and second dose Pfizer's and J&J. And I think overall, the addition of J&J has increased our volumes today. We've had several folks and some who've seen news blasts and literally jumped in their car and came here to get the one and done Johnson & Johnson. So that's an increase, and we're well on pace to exceed our 200 doses given today.
And we're going till 7 tonight. And among some of the people that showed up today were some of your own family members. And, you know, being a frontline healthcare worker, this has been a personal journey for you. But now to have your family almost fully vaccinated, what is that like, and who showed up today from your family?
So my 15-year-old got his second Pfizer dose, and then my adult 18-year-old child came and got his first J&J, and we are now officially all vaccinated. So in about 10 days we'll have that immunity, and that just means the world to me as someone who's been vaccinating and is a frontline healthcare worker. It means the world to me that my family is here getting vaccinated, and I have a couple of other family members that are going to be joining us later to get some more of the J&J. It's just much more convenient for their life, and so I'm really happy that we're offering it here at the park where people live, work, and play.
Very cool. A very exciting time, and a lot of families I'm sure can relate that are also getting vaccinated, and we are that much closer to the end of this pandemic. Hopefully there's a light at the end of the tunnel. All right, thank you so much, and we'll check back in with you in just a couple of hours. Again, we are open here tonight until 7 o'clock. Right now, there is a little bit of a line, but the line is going by really fast. It's really only about a 5-minute wait, even if you do see a line. So come on down, get your second shot or your first shot. We'll be here till 7 o'clock.
All right, Jamie Perez reporting live. Jamie, thank you.
In other news today, a Janesville company announced last week they are moving jobs to Mexico, and today employees of Huffcore gathered to protest the decision. An LA-based capital investment firm, OpenGate, owns Huffcore, and they announced last week that they are closing the manufacturing plant that makes accordion-style door systems and moving the production to Mexico. 150 people will lose their jobs at the longtime Janesville manufacturer. Organizers say union job loss is destroying the middle class in Wisconsin, and they intend to fight the decision.
We're here today and want to make clear, this is about us. This is about you workers and your jobs. We're here to save Wisconsin jobs. Everyone agree? Yeah.
The 100,000 square foot Huffcore facility has been in Janesville for 120 years, with many workers having over 20 years of service at the plant. A state website shows layoffs would begin August 3rd.
Lawmakers trying to block critical race theory, or CRT, from being taught in Wisconsin schools introduced new bills at the Capitol today.
Children possess the right to non-discrimination based on immutable characteristics such as race and sex. Children should not face state-sanctioned discrimination or psychological distress in an educational environment based on immutable characteristics.
The bills don't ban CRT outright, but it gives parents tools to hold school boards accountable. The Republicans said that schools should be focused on teaching students the basics, such as making sure they can read and write, and focus on cultivating diversity of thought.
State enough package of police reform bills at the Capitol this afternoon. The package contains 12 bills aiming to reshape and supplement numerous aspects of law enforcement training while creating a new policies to save lives in Wisconsin.
This is our chance for transformation. This is our chance to be able to significantly shift a number of different decisions and protocols when it comes to how decisions are made with charging, how citizens are engaging with front-end interactions with law enforcement.
The bills also aim to make it easier to fire police officers that have wronged the community. Vice President Kamala Harris is pushing for more high-speed internet access across the country as talks of an infrastructure plan continue.
President Biden and Senate Republicans are inching closer, and the president is pushing for a deal when Congress returns from recess on Monday. Deborah Alfarone has the latest from Capitol Hill.
Vice President Kamala Harris says high-speed internet access must be available to all Americans.
President Joe Biden and I are determined to get to 100% coverage, meaning everyone gets covered. Our plan would create good jobs, building up world-class broadband infrastructure in every community.
The VP's speech is part of a push to continue putting pressure on Senate Republicans. President Biden met with Senate Republican negotiator Shelley Moore Capito at the White House Wednesday. The West Virginia senator later said she was encouraged and will reconnect with President Biden on Friday.
This has been a good discussion and good ongoing discussion where we're working to find areas of agreement. We also feel there are a number of paths forward.
Mr. Biden slashed his initial proposal's price tag down to $1.7 trillion, but Republicans are proposing a nearly $1 trillion plan. Their offer proposes money for roads, bridges, and rail lines. The White House says the GOP counterproposal doesn't include its priorities, such as fixing VA hospitals, removing lead pipes, and funding clean energy jobs.
In addition to disagreements about what should go in the bill, there's disagreements about how to pay for it.
The White House reportedly says they want at least $1 trillion in new spending, using corporate tax hikes to pay for it. Republicans want to raise the gas tax and redirect unused money set aside for COVID relief.
The president absolutely thinks that corporations can afford to pay more, and especially including corporations that paid zero.
Democrats could go it alone using budget reconciliation, which requires a simple majority. But they would need the support of moderate Democrats Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona, who many say might oppose the corporate tax. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The Senate parliamentarian said that Democrats will likely only be able to use budget reconciliation one more time this year, shutting down the idea that they might be able to use it to pass multiple initiatives. Another GOP counteroffer could come by tomorrow.
Crews with Minneapolis Public Works started dismantling the George Floyd Memorial early this morning in an attempt to reopen it to traffic. The move came as a surprise to many community members, and many have gathered at the intersection where Floyd was murdered more than 1 year ago. The work began overnight. Unbeknownst to many community members, bulldozers drove through George Floyd Square, removing barricades, artwork, and flowers.
Officials here in Minneapolis said that they tried to include the community in conversations about how to reopen this intersection. You can see what they have planned, right, indicating by that sign that this will turn into a roundabout, protecting that memorial at the center, yet making it a functional street once again.
The city is working with a community group known as Agape as they reopen the square. The group says it plans to carefully preserve everything at the intersection in Floyd's honor. Agape says the garden in the center of the intersection will be made smaller so that buses and fire trucks can get through. Minneapolis police are not involved in the effort to open the intersection to traffic.
Public Health Madison-Dane County Director Janelle Heinrich said today she is pleased with the overall vaccination rate in this area. And she says vaccination clinics like the ones we're holding today help fill the gaps.
While we know that Dane County has one of the highest overall vaccination rates in the country, we are well aware of the racial and ethnic disparities that persist in rates, and we are working to address those disparities through community conversations to address hesitancy by working with.
At that same news conference today, the city park superintendent said the Goodman Pool will open to full capacity on June 11th. Splash Parks open tomorrow for the summer, and this weekend is the first park-sponsored event since the pandemic began, Ride the Drive.
And a reminder, if you are out and about this Sunday, that Ride the Drive will be at 4 parks, so feel free to walk, bike, or just stroll around Wingra, Warner, Marlboro, and Kennedy parks. It'll cause some road closures. Visit the City of Madison's Park Department website for more details. Well, the First family was out biking today. The President and the First Lady were at a state park in Delaware celebrating Dr. Jill Biden's 70th birthday. Onlookers sang happy birthday as she biked past them on the 5-mile trail, accompanied, of course, by Secret Service agents on their own bikes.
Happy birthday.
We're going to have a summer after all, I think.
It looks like it. Don't jinx it.
The pandemic affected us all in different ways. Some of us gained the COVID-19 pounds, of course.
Yep, and others took their time and spent it on their business. Up next, we'll talk to somebody who did just that when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
About $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need and our friends living in the zoo. We feed rescue dogs and shelter cats and police canines too. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Cabinet, handled. Air, conditioned. Lawn, mowed. Get $50 off your first home project at Angie.com today. Make your home an Angie home. Angie, and done.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just one day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So, be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Welcome back. There's new information on 2 more cyber attacks targeting New York City's subway system and a ferry service for summer resorts in Massachusetts.
This follows this week's attack on a giant meat processing company that owns dozens of U.S. brands. In less than 2 weeks, President Biden is meeting at a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Geneva, Switzerland. The White House says all retaliatory options are on the table.
You know, the unfortunate reality is that ransomware is a business and business is good. And until we can disrupt the profitability of the ransomware business model, these events are going to continue to happen.
R. Evil, the prime suspect in the JBS attack, is believed to have stolen upwards of hundreds of millions of dollars over the last few years. JBS expects to resume production at all of its U.S. facilities.
A dramatic surge in lumber prices is making the dream of home ownership harder to achieve for many Americans. A big increase in home renovations during the pandemic drove up demand, and sawmills have had trouble keeping up. Logistical issues like staffing and delivery are making it hard to respond to the increase in lumber demand.
The issue now with employees being paid to stay at home, it's not just our industry, it's everywhere you go.
In addition to the logistical hurdles, mills are also facing soaring demands for home renovations. Lumber prices have tripled in the last 12 months since April, adding roughly $36,000 to the price of a new home. The ripple effect now reaching families that need help the most. The good news is prices are already starting to come down and should be significantly lower by fall, when there's typically a natural downturn in demand. Stocks lost some ground on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fell 23 points, closing at 34,577. The Nasdaq was off 141. The S&P 500 was down 15. A local entrepreneur does not have a chip on her shoulder when it comes to how the pandemic affected her business.
Brady Mallory joins us to explain. Brady?
Well, like many in the food industry, Christina May saw her customer base for her catering company dry up when COVID hit. But you're about to see, though, when life handed her lemons, she made potato chips. The snack food industry,
So I'm just gonna grab one here.
may seem like small potatoes to most business people.
Pretty much think about potatoes all the time.
But Christina May kept her eyes peeled.
And I've been doing keto for like 4 months. So I can't even really eat them.
And found a way to turn these spuds into her bread and butter. Each day, May turns this harvest into Slide gourmet potato chips.
We sliced by hand for a long time.
She fills these bags with every flavor you can imagine.
So we got the dill pickle, the curry garlic, the sea salt and malt vinegar, the jalapeno cheddar. So this is definitely the boldest flavor.
And a whole lot of joy.
People just really liked them. It's just really like making people happy.
May's business started when she traded her corporate retail job for a food cart and catering operation nearly a decade ago. But over the years, she noticed a pattern.
People came to the cart for the chips, oftentimes just for the chips.
It's all very local. Local potatoes, local ingredients, and she and her employees even dry and smoke their own herbs and spices. Slide is proving to be successful and even sold at local stores like Metcalfe's. Oddly enough, May says the pandemic, which put a lot of people out of business, helped push her to grow.
Well, it was crazy for the last year and a half. And, you know, that's when the food cart and catering business really ended. There was no business for it at that time.
So the cart's up for sale, and May went all in on Slide, deciding to cash in her chips.
It really just kicked it off.
Going forward, May wants to expand her business, marketing footprint, and continue to feed her customers.
It's interesting because if you would have asked me ever that I was going to own a potato chip business, I would have said, what are you talking about? No way.
The snack food industry may seem like small potatoes, but how many of us earn a living doing what we love? Just ask Christina May. She'll tell you life with potato chips is just gravy.
And my brand is like definitely bright, bold colors, happy, making people happy, supporting the community to make them happy. Yeah.
What a great personality.
Potato chips make everything better, don't they?
Yeah, the problem with this story, though, is now that's all I want to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a snack.
Yes, where are the samples?
Where are the samples?
Well, I had samples, but I didn't want to burden you two with those, so, you know, I tried to do my part. Well, hey, you can find out more about Slide Gourmet Potato Chips by going to slidepotatochips.com.
I think that's where we'll have to go.
Yes, wish her well, too. Good luck. Thanks, Brady.
Thanks.
Princess Diana continues to make news 24 years after her death.
When we come back, for the first time in a quarter century, her 1981 wedding dress is on display once again. We'll have more on that coming up after Austin's forecast.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can change everything, but your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, test positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It is the only FDA-approved combination of 2 immunotherapies. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more starry nights, more sparkly days, more sunny many mornings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing, or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about chemo-free Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband, and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
It used to be that when you were healthy, you didn't have to think about healthcare.
You didn't care which doctors invented which treatment. But now, things are different.
Now when you or someone close to you is sick, that's all you care about.
A doctor with answers. A medical team you can trust.
That treats you like you're important.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Millions are saying yes to Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand. Allegra works 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, it's non-drowsy. Say yes to Allegra. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D behind the pharmacy counter.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best-kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Take a look at this. For the 4th consecutive day, a sinkhole in Puebla, Mexico continues to grow. The growing sinkhole is now threatening the home of the family that lives on the land. According to local officials, the sinkhole has grown from 262 feet in diameter to 318 feet. It's 65 feet deep. Officials have also widened the evacuation zone as a precaution, and they're still trying to figure out why the sinkhole opened up. That house is about ready to go.
Yep, that doesn't look good.
Does not look good. Well, another thundering rocket launch today at the Kennedy Space Center.
A SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket set off after the International Space Station, carrying more than 7,000 pounds of supplies, science gear, and other hardware, including the first 2 of 6 new rollout solar wings to boost the lab's power. Rolled up under tension like 10-foot wide carpets, the new arrays will be mounted at an angle to the lab's existing solar wings, unfurling on their own after the latches are released. This is SpaceX's 22nd cargo run to the space station.
It's like a big semi.
Yeah, exactly.
Going up to the space station. Pretty cool. All right, the opposite of cool is the weather.
Yes, that is exactly right. The opposite of cool, it's hot, and we have that on the way here for this weekend. How high will our temperatures go, and how long will that last as well? Do we have any signs of a cool down? I'll let you know right after the break.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi. I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
so glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yes, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant Houston never expected this to happen, or that her grandpa's dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a tow and rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
This is a Wisconsin Brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest broth, the broth that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And welcome back. Taking a peek outside. It looks really gorgeous outside right now. Clear skies. You can see quite a ways in the distance. But we are dealing with some minor issues here. Air quality advisories actually have recently been issued for some of our eastern communities. Now, what this means is if you already have breathing issues, asthma, something along those lines, if you're in one of these shaded counties, you may want to keep that mask on if you're heading outside, or just try to stay indoors with some filtered air. We are seeing some elevated ozone as of right now. A few things to note, though, here. Through today, we're going to stay on the warmer side of things, but then it gets downright hot over the weekend. Friday through Monday, we're going to be near 90 degrees, and we're going to see elevated humidity as well. So not only will the temperatures actually rise, the humidity is not going to be too far behind it. So that means it's going to get pretty hot and sticky outdoors. 86 right now in Madison. Janesville actually touching on 90 degrees as of right now. Lone Rock currently at 88. Boscobel, 89 degrees. So even some communities today are already seeing some of those 90s, and it's just going to get warmer and warmer over these next few days. Now, our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook still shows that we're going to be well above average, so we are expecting that here even towards the end of our forecast. And although we are looking at a minor cool down with 90s expected this weekend, after we cool down here to around 82 degrees by next Saturday, we are still going to be around 7 degrees above average. So that is something to keep note of right there. Relative humidity also staying very low here for today, so that really brings down our chances for showers and storms. Only 26% in Madison. Janesville, where it's up to 90 degrees right now, they're at 16% relative humidity. Doppler track again staying dry. These showers that we're looking at here up north, even a little bit of some thunder and lightning as of right now, but it's not expected to make its way down south towards us. Notice how there's just a very, very small potential to see just a few raindrops, and that's just about it. We really are expecting to stay dry here for tonight. By the time we reach tomorrow, again, warmer conditions, upper 80s and low 90s, and that trend just continues all the way through this next weekend. We're also looking at pretty average conditions in terms of precipitation at the end of this forecast, but notice how we do elevate some of these actual rain chances. Wednesday and Thursday, about a 60 and 50% chance for those showers and storms respectively there. And then you look at our evening planner for tonight, we're going to slowly cool things down, but our low temperatures only reach about the mid 60s, so we're not going to cool things down too much. And then you take a peek at this very, very warm weekend ahead here. Those lower 90s take over on both Saturday and Sunday, and then notice the rain chances here for this next week starting to kick up, especially on Tuesday. That's whenever we're going to see that humidity taking over, high heat as well, and then we bring those rain showers and storms. Again, we do have a better chance to see those showers and storms on both Wednesday and Thursday. Both days are going to be hot. Both days are going to be humid as well, and then we're going to cool things down quickly afterwards, but not too quickly. Again, Saturday and Sunday's high right now, only about 82 degrees.
Very tropical forecast.
Very tropical forecast. It's summer a little bit too early.
Yeah, it is early for this.
It is.
All right, Austin, thank you.
Thanks, Austin.
The future of Israel's longest-serving prime minister and a strong U.S. ally is in serious doubt today.
Benjamin Netanyahu's government is about to be toppled by a former partner who has barely enough allies on his side to take power. Elizabeth Palmer explains this complex new coalition.
This is a real blow to Benjamin Netanyahu, who's now been the Prime Minister of Israel for a record 12 years. The man who looks likely to replace him is the right-winger Naftali Bennett, a former defense minister and successful software entrepreneur. But he's going to have to share power with other party leaders, the powerful centrist Yair Lapid, and the man on the right here, Mansour Abbas, from an Islamist party representing Israeli Arabs. Now, this is historic. It is the first time an Arab party will join an Israeli governing coalition. When the deal was announced last night, anti-Netanyahu crowds danced in the streets. During the election in March, they had mobilized to highlight the fact that the Prime Minister was on trial for corruption and fraud. But Netanyahu has equally devoted supporters who believe that he's kept them safe in a hostile region, and they applauded his response to rocket attacks on Israel in May by Hamas with a major military operation that left parts of Gaza in ruins. A word of caution, though, this epic political fight isn't over yet. Already, Benjamin Netanyahu is doing his utmost to undermine the coalition before it takes power. He tweeted this morning that legislators who are going to have to vote on it next week should oppose what he called this dangerous left-wing government. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, London.
Well, hospitals have served many roles over the past 18 months. We went to UW Health back in November to take a look around, and it's sobered many.
Coming up tonight at 5, times appear to have changed. Our Adam Duxter is live outside UW Health to show you what has changed inside the hospital since 8 months ago. That's coming up tonight at 5.
Kopke's Greenhouse is open for the spring season. Shop our expansive facility for veggies, herbs, flowers, succulents, and much more. Kopke's Greenhouse. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay green. It's Steinhaffel's Memorial Day sale, and now is the best time to save big on your new mattress. Get a Beauty Rest Queen mattress for only $349. Upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black and get $200 in Steinhaffel's cash. Queen mattresses start at just $19.99. Save up to $800 on adjustable base sets and get $200 in Steinhaffel's cash. It's the Memorial Day sale, only at Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Kopke's Greenhouse is open for the spring season. Shop our expansive facility for veggies, herbs, flowers, succulents, and much more. Kopke's Greenhouse. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay green.
Tonight at 5, dozens of Rock County workers are rallying to save their jobs, where the jobs at Huffcore Manufacturing are heading.
Temperatures will be near or above 90 degrees from tomorrow through early next week. Humidity will also return next week when rain chances will become a little higher. My forecast at 5.
And then at 6, Rock County lifts its COVID-19 restrictions, and Madison police search for 2 men accused of attacking a city bus driver over masking requirements.
Let's take a look downtown Madison. Very sunny, very warm, and getting warmer, and no real rain in sight. Enjoy. Well, fashion fans and royal watchers are getting a close-up look at the iconic bridal gown Princess Diana wore on her wedding day 40 years ago.
Ian Lee has the story from London.
This dress was once one of the best-kept secrets in fashion. The bridal gown Princess Diana wore on her wedding day in 1981. Now it's out of storage and back on display for the first time in 25 years.
I think the really special thing about this dress was it was one of the first royal wedding dresses to really speak to contemporary fashion.
The 20-year-old future princess teamed up with fashion designer Elizabeth Emanuel.
She kind of trusted us to come up with something that she would really love.
She not only loved it, but smashed the royal rules and a record, too.
The previous record was 23 feet. And so with Diana, we thought, let's do better than that.
So designers added 2 more feet to Diana's sequin-encrusted train, making the longest train in royal history. Diana would have turned 60 next month. Her sons, Princes William and Harry, are loaning their mother's dress to the royal exhibit at Kensington Palace.
So the dress is made out of this wonderful heavy silk taffeta. It was woven in England, and it's embellished with a beautiful Suffolk lace.
Princess Diana did keep some tradition. The antique lace was something old. The dress was new. Her tiara was borrowed, and a little bow in the back was something blue. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
An appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace.
Oh, remember that day?
Yeah.
Before the wedding, Diana's dress was such a tightly guarded secret that the fashion designer would throw random pieces of fabric in the trash to throw snooping journalists off the set.
Amazing. What did that weigh, I wonder?
That's what I'm wondering. It's so heavy.
Pounds? I don't know. Beautiful, though. The times have changed. I mean,
yeah. Less is more now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's time to get your pet questions answered. The number to call, 270-9933.
When we come back, Dr. Carrie Donahue is standing by. She'll be taking your pet questions live. If you have a question, the number is 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
As a music lover, this last year with no live music has left a true void for fans, for musicians, and venues, just like Funk's Pub right here in Fitchburg. We've done a lot of segments lately on the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and now there's a new extension of that program, the Crescendo on Wisconsin campaign. Tell us about that, Roy.
Well, it's been a tough year for all Wisconsinites, but specifically the music industry. You know, a year ago, this entire industry shut down, and many of my friends, their revenue went to zero. This fund is designed to help musicians and people in the entertainment business, stagehands, artists, promoters, whoever needs a hand with their energy bills or their rents. They can call the number or click on the link and get help.
So as an artist, how important is it that there's people out there watching out and that have your back as far as the COW campaign?
It's super important. The work that Crescendo in Wisconsin is doing is it's allowing us the opportunity to, I guess, be more selective about what opportunities we take advantage of. We are getting gig offers, but some of them are not necessarily the best or safest opportunities for us, and we don't feel as compelled to have to take those opportunities to keep food on the table or to keep the lights on. So I think what they're doing is really important.
From Funk's Pub in Fitchburg, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
You've been taking mental health meds, and your mind is finally in a better place.
Except now, you have uncontrollable body movements called tardive dyskinesia, TD. And it can seem like that's all people see. Some meds for mental health can cause abnormal dopamine signaling in the brain. While how it works is not fully understood, Ingrezza is thought to reduce that signaling.
Ingrezza is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with TD movements in the face and body. People taking Ingrezza can stay on their current dose of most mental health meds. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sleepiness. Don't drive, operate heavy machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Ingrezza affects you. Other serious side effects include potential heart rhythm problems and abnormal movements.
Shift the focus more on you. Ask your doctor about Ingrezza. It's simple. One pill, once daily. #1 prescribed for TD. Learn how you could pay as little as $0 at Ingrezza.com.
Welcome back. A quick look at traffic right now, and we're seeing quite a few cars on the Beltline right now. No real accidents have been reported, but notice how some of these entrance and exit ramps are really slowing down as of right now. A lot of people trying to either get in or out of town. We're looking at some rush hour traffic right now, and with more and more people on the road every day, we're likely going to start to see a little bit more red around this time of the Beltline for most of these days.
All right, Austin, thank you. In China, a group of elephants is causing a stir as they move even closer toward a densely populated city. These 15 elephants have been on an over 310-mile journey since straying from their natural habitat. No one is quite sure why they're on the move, and though many are fascinated with the herd, it's not been without its headaches. A baby got stuck in a concrete barrier but was freed. The animals have caused more than $1 million worth of damage along the way, including eating entire fields of corn and smashing up barns.
They're on a road trip, just like everybody else.
That's right. The pandemic's over. Let's go. Well, it's time to get your pet questions answered live.
The number to call if you have a question for Dr. Carrie Donahue from Full Circle Holistic Veterinary Care is 270-9933. Hi, Carrie.
Hello, how are you guys?
There's Poppy right on cue. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We're good. Finally getting there, I think.
I know, right? Yeah, it's heating up.
All right, let's go to the calls. We'll start with Lisa in Richland Center. Hi, Lisa. What's your question?
Hi. Yes, I'm calling about some rescue kittens. We have a lot of feral cats in my area, and last year she left one kitten behind, which we rescued, but was older. This year she's left 4, and they were much younger. And so we're taking care of them because there's road construction, and just wondering how much we should be feeding them with the milk replacer and solid food at about 7 weeks age.
7 weeks. Okay. Wow, that is quite an undertaking. Usually with kittens and even with puppies, I usually recommend feeding them as much as they want to eat. So I think at probably about 7 weeks, you'd be feeding them pretty often, maybe once every 3 to 4 hours, and just feeding them as much as they would like at a time, and then shopping, kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah, they're eating solid food and everything. I just wasn't sure on the milk replacer at what point to start weaning that off.
Well, and that's a good point. Probably around 8 weeks would be the time to kind of get them off of that and get them on just a regular kitten food.
All right. Thank you for calling. Let's go to Jerry in Deerfield. Hi, Jerry. What's your question?
I have a newborn kitten, and the eyes are sort of sore and closed yet.
How old?
Okay.
It's only a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. And the eyes are still closed?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they should actually start to open up pretty soon. If they are, sometimes kittens can get kind of like upper respiratory infections that causes the eyes to just kind of like get crusty, and they can stay shut. So sometimes even just keeping them wiped with warm water can help with that.
All right. Good luck. Let's go to Julie in Madison. Hi, Julie. What's your question?
Hi, I was wondering if doctor can do anything with the holistic veterinary interest with degenerative myelopathy.
Okay, that's a very, very difficult diagnosis. Degenerative myelopathy is something that can happen in dogs as they get older, and the nerves will actually start to degenerate, so they have difficulty walking and even just kind of feeling their feet. And that's a really good question. I wish I could give you a better answer, but something like acupuncture is something that I've had, a fair bit of success treating animals in that condition, just to keep up their mobility as much as you possibly can.
Okay. All right. Thank you for calling. Good luck to you. Let's go to Don in Lodi. Hi, Don. What's your question?
Hi, yes. My little Yorkie has these little, they're like little warts with, they kind of look like cauliflower. Is this anything to be concerned about? Should I consider having them removed or just leave them alone?
Okay, yeah, those are things that can happen, especially as dogs get older. And like you said, it's a cauliflower type looking thing. It's probably just an older dog wart. So I usually don't recommend doing anything unless they're bothering the dog. If they're kind of opening up and bleeding, potentially getting infected, your dog is licking at them, then I would say have them removed. It's always good to have them evaluated by a veterinarian just to say, okay, this looks like a wart or this looks like something else. But otherwise, I usually say just kind of keep an eye on them and not necessarily do anything about them.
All right, let's try to get Sheila in here. Sheila in Madison. Hi there. What's your question?
Hi. I recently lost a cat, and my son brought me a stray cat that his wife found down in Iowa on their farm, and so I have her, and unfortunately she came with ear mites, and now the vet said I have her cured, but now my other cat, who's 18, has ear mites terribly bad. And I'm wondering what she sleeps on the pillow next to me. Would I be able to catch him?
Well, no, the good part of that is ear mites, you wouldn't have to worry about yourself getting ear mites, but they are very contagious between cats, obviously. So treating your cats, I usually use something called Revolution, which is a topical treatment. Works really well. You do it once a month for about 2 to 3 months, and you should be fine.
All right.
That's good to hear.
Luck.
We are out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Carrie, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe next time you'll be back in the studio with us. We hope so.
All right.
Yes.
Well, the final
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the final check of your forecast coming up.
Ready, roll playback. 3, 2, 1, roll playback.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for, but surprise pizza means heartburn you didn't expect. New Zantac 360 Degrees contains the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
Hey folks, Friday morning, a new way for more people to submit workplace discrimination complaints. And on the 608, we are wandering Wisconsin, highlighting an easy road trip from Madison to a town some call a hidden gem. Join us Friday.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty here. If your TV or internet goes out during severe weather, the Midland Weather Radio can be the extra measure of safety you and your family need. Pick up the Midland Weather Radio, available now at area Hy-Vee grocery stores.
Welcome back. We have a low tonight of 65 degrees. Partly cloudy skies this evening, eventually becoming cloudy in the overnight hours, but staying mild. And one more peek here to 10-day forecast. A hot weekend, a little bit of a cool down next week, but plenty of rain chances.
All right, Austin, thank you. Coming up tomorrow here on Live at 4, the Newshound correspondents have the top animal stories of the week.
And we go behind the screens with Michael Bruno. He checks out Music Theater of Madison's production on American mythology. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
About $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your Tyler goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need and our friends living in the zoo. We feed rescue dogs and shelter cats and police canines too. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Pain? Yeah. Here, Aspirin with max strength lidocaine. Works fast and lasts. Keep it. You're gonna need it.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
In today's Final Touch, one man gave new meaning to the term driving range.
He's blaming his GPS. A driver near Boston ended up having his vehicle stuck on a golf course. Authorities say the man was not impaired and says he told them he was led astray by his GPS in the middle of the night. He was uninjured and neither the vehicle nor the course were damaged. Police say the lesson here is to use common sense and don't rely on an app on your phone to tell you where to go.
Well, at least he missed the sand trap.
That's a nice shot. Yeah. It's on the 16th. Apparently it's a very exclusive club in Boston. And they were not too happy with having a car on there. Don't use the GPS on your phone. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay cool. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.
Right now at 5, News 3 Now is